Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of March 24, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed MGT.
I'm Colonel AUC Ogintoy, an infantry officer. The briefing underscores the intensity and scope of ongoing military operations, with significant losses reported on the Ukrainian side and strategic territorial gains noted by Russian forces. The focus on defeating advanced weapon systems and depleting Ukrainian military assets is evident from the detailed reporting of the losses and destroyed equipment.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel AUC Ogintoy, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of March 24, 2025. Colonel Ogintoy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Colonel, let's begin with a general overview. What's the current status of the special military operation?
The operation is continuing across all fronts with sustained momentum. Our forces are advancing tactically, neutralizing enemy formations, and targeting key infrastructure used by the Ukrainian armed forces. March 24th has seen intensified engagements across the northern, western, southern, and eastern axes, along with critical developments in the Kursk region.
Let's go straight to the Belgorod direction. What kind of activity has taken place there?
In the Belgorod direction, our north group of forces engaged and defeated concentrations of Ukrainian manpower and equipment, specifically from 4 mechanized brigades, an assault regiment, and multiple territorial defense brigades. These actions occurred in the Sumy region, particularly around Mariupol, Belgorod, Turia, and Krasnopoli. The enemy lost over 175 servicemen, along with tanks, armored combat vehicles, artillery pieces, and an ammunition depot. One of the destroyed systems was a French-made 155mm Caesar self-propelled artillery unit.
You mentioned foreign-made systems. Have Western weapons continued to show up in these engagements?
Yes, consistently. We've encountered U.S. and European supplied systems on nearly every front: armored personnel carriers, howitzers, radar systems. While these assets are advanced, they have not proven decisive. Our reconnaissance and strike capabilities have been effective in neutralizing them before they can create strategic advantages.
What about the Western Front? How are your units performing there?
Our West group of forces made notable progress along the front line. They defeated 3 mechanized and assault brigades, as well as territorial defense elements across locations in Kharkiv and the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian losses were substantial, over 250 personnel killed, and we destroyed a variety of combat vehicles, including 2 M113 armored personnel carriers and a U.S.-made HMMWV. Several Western-made artillery pieces and electronic warfare stations were also taken out, along with 3 ammunition depots.
It sounds like you're also seeing progress in the southern region?
Indeed. The southern group continues to advance and establish stronger positions. They engaged Ukrainian mechanized, airmobile, territorial defense, and National Guard brigades in and around key towns such as Seversk, Chasov Yar, and Konstantinovka. Over 310 Ukrainian servicemen were lost, along with vehicles, artillery units, an electronic warfare station, and even a fuel depot. These results significantly disrupt the enemy's logistical depth.
Let's turn now to the Central Front. Were there any notable shifts there?
Yes, the center group achieved strong tactical positioning by engaging a variety of Ukrainian units, mechanized, ranger, assault brigades, and unmanned systems units. Fighting occurred near Dmitrov, Krasnoarmysk, and Udaknoy, among other areas. Ukrainian losses included 460 personnel and numerous armored vehicles. Notably, we neutralized 2 French-made VAB armored carriers and multiple M113s. The loss of these specialized platforms will be a setback for their mobility and coordination.
How about the eastern sector? Are your forces still advancing?
Yes, the East Group continues pressing into enemy defenses. We defeated elements of the Airmobile, Mountain Assault, Marine, and Territorial brigades in the Donetsk and Zaporizhia regions. Ukrainian losses included 145 servicemen, several vehicles, and artillery systems, including a German-made Panzerhaubitze 2000. These actions are helping us destabilize the Ukrainian defensive belt across that region.
And the DNEPR group, what role did they play in the last 24 hours?
The Dnipro Group improved its position along the front line and engaged Ukrainian forces near Novodanilovka and Kamenskoye in Zaporizhia, as well as multiple settlements in Kherson. We neutralized up to 90 enemy personnel and destroyed a U.S.-made M777 howitzer, among other assets. Electronic warfare infrastructure and ammunition depots were also hit.
Let's talk about your use of air and artillery assets. What operations were carried out from the air?
Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile forces, and artillery conducted strikes on 142 targets. These included military airfield infrastructure, ammunition depots, UAV production and launch sites, and concentrations of Ukrainian troops and equipment. These strikes are key to degrading the enemy's logistical and operational capacity.
Were there any notable intercepts by your air defense systems?
Yes. Over the past day, our air defense systems intercepted 4 JDAM guided bombs, 3 MRS rockets, and 227 drones. These interceptions are vital in protecting our positions and rear infrastructure from long-range strikes.
Now let's turn to the Kursk region. What's the current situation there?
In the Kursk region, our North Group of forces continued offensive operations and inflicted defeats on Ukrainian tank, mechanized, and airborne assault units. These took place around Gogolevka, Gornal, and Oleshnya. One enemy counterattack was repelled. Ukrainian casualties exceeded 190, and we destroyed various vehicles, mortars, artillery, an electronic warfare station, and 3 UAV control points.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. It's crucial to keep the public informed about the progress being made. In the Kursk direction alone, Ukrainian forces have lost over 69,700 personnel. Equipment losses include 400 tanks, more than 2,200 armored combat vehicles, over 2,500 cars, nearly 600 artillery pieces, and dozens of high-value Western rocket launchers, anti-air systems, radar platforms, and engineering vehicles. These losses have significantly weakened their ability to conduct offensive operations in the region.